Hey, welcome back to another episode of TSP. Today, Chaps and I are sitting here with Jesse. But before we get started, I got a few things to say. Hopefully, you calm down a little bit there, Chaps. You're a little fired up before the shit started.
Fired up, dude. You get me fired up, man. Every day, Fleek, every day.
Hey, before we get started, I want to thank our Patreon members. If you're not a Patreon member and you'd like to help us out, go ahead and hit the link down below. We want to thank everybody for supporting us because all the money that gets generated here goes to help supporting our nonprofit where we send veterans and first responders to sporting events.
What do we do? Wait, hold on. What do we do? You send veterans to sporting events?
That's right, man.
You alone?
I said we, you jackass.
No, not me. No, this was your idea, dude. I'm just making it clear that it was your idea to do it.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to get into that here in a second.
Okay, good.
So I have two podcasts. I do a bunch of things, and the money that I generate, I purchased season tickets for the Detroit Lions. Even though I'm in Tennessee, but I felt like I wanted to bless my hometown first. But
and he still follows the Detroit Lions.
Always will, man. I got my Honolulu blue and silver room that I'm in right now.
Nice.
And shit, what else do we do? We do all kinds of stuff. So
you do a lot of stuff. You do a lot of stuff.
Working on Predators tickets. I'm not so keen on the Titans tickets yet, but when they move into their new home, probably then maybe some soccer tickets. We'll see. But my latest project here, it's on the shelves at Amazon, from Sailor to Backyard Cook. This is not your ordinary cookbook, although there's some great recipes in here. There's 93 pages of awesome recipes in here. Most of them are outdoor recipes, but you can totally convert them into cooking in the oven on your stovetop. Look at that cute little guy right there with his grandmother.
Yeah, your little sailor whites. That's pretty, man.
So This is not your grandma's cookbook here, even though my grandma's on it. So what I did was I combined my two favorite things, cooking and veterans. So in this cookbook, you're going to find 93 pages of recipes. And also throughout here scattered is 2 years worth of quotes from our guests. Well, almost 2 years. July 4th would be 2 years that we've been doing this.
No.
So
July 4th, 2 years? Really?
The first pages are fat ass pork chops and tomahawk steaks. So if you read the tomahawk steak recipe right here down at the bottom, it says, I'm gonna say this quote, Chaps, and you tell me if you remember who it was.
All right, come on, go bring it.
God takes care of fools, drunks, and sailors.
I want to say Chief Freeman said that, or Ortiz said that.
Nope, neither.
Damn it!
He was an officer.
Oh shit! Wait. Shit, we haven't had a lot of officers on this thing.
He's a lieutenant.
Lieutenant commander.
He's a lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Shit. Damn, you got me, man. I'm stumped. Who is it?
Wiz Buckley.
Ah, shit. Damn, I forgot Wiz said that.
That was so. On the next page, on fat ass pork chops, here's another quote. This guy is like one of my heroes. I just met him for the first time at the VFW state convention a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. This quote is, I love the relationship that I had with the men that I served with because we all knew we'd take care of each other. We were truly brothers, and it doesn't matter what branch of service you're in. It doesn't matter which conflict you're in. The feeling is the same for all of us.
And it's Al Liphart, right?
That is definitely 100% Al Liphart. He was the Vietnam veteran, and he was on our Purple Heart show.
And guess what? He's going to be in town Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Embassy Suites in Murfreesboro.
Yes.
You might want to. Well, I hope you're going to be there because
I'm going to try to be there. I don't know yet, but
the awards are Friday 9:00, and then we have our business meeting on Saturday. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go Saturday morning. But the proceeds of this book is going to help me get out the nonprofit also. So I have some pretty good ideas coming up.
Hey, babe, you okay?
Hi, Katrina.
Sorry. Hey, hi. Fleek says hi. There, come say hi. Everybody,
hi to
this is my
Jesse.
wife, Katrina. Aaron, get out of here.
Hey, you never know what's going to happen on TSP, man. You never know who's going to drop by.
That's the first time she's ever come into this room. Usually she's telling me to shut the fuck up because I'm too fucking loud. Excuse me.
Yeah, so that's how we support the nonprofit, through podcasts, through books, all kinds of stuff, and fundraisers. And
you do a damn good job of it, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Fundraisers. Chaps hooked me up with the particular. I'm not going to mention any names, but they hooked me up with this potential fundraiser. And this guy has this barbecue restaurant.
Yep.
And so it was potentially going to be pretty big. And then another local veteran jumped on and kind of cock-blocked us and put his name on it. And I blew up on the guy. I just told him what a fucking loser he is.
You said I blew up today. I was like, you guys had to go to your like separate corners and shit. I was like, damn. And I didn't do that. Another officer did that.
Yeah.
But that's not cool, man. Like when you have an idea, like I even said, I was like, hey man, you might want to go talk to Fleek. He does the whole veteran ticket thing, but you know what? Whatever. We're not going to mention names.
Yeah. He jumped on it and tried to run with it. And I was like, man, that's not fucking cool. I told him in front of everybody, man, you're a fucking fraud, dude.
Dude, hey, listen, we have a new place. We're going to start meeting there in August. We're going to be able to have fundraisers whenever the fuck we want. For you, for Jesse, for Brad Stinson, for Jason Steer, for whoever wants to do a fundraiser. Yeah. Just let us know. Give us a couple months in advance and we'll do a fundraiser.
Yeah. So that's what we're here for, man. We're here to get the word out, do fundraising. And our main goal is mental health. The reason why we do all this and everything is all coming together is because we're sick and tired of veterans committing suicide. So this is our little way of getting this word out. And we got to we have to stop veteran suicide, man. It's way out of hand.
Dude, I was rummaging through these boxes in here, and I haven't actually really looked at my DD-214 in like, I don't know, 7 years. And I don't know. I'm pretty proud of this damn thing.
Hell yeah.
I know, Jesse, they probably changed the look of the DD-214 a little bit, right?
Not much, really, no.
Really? Still got the box 10 and box like 12 and all that kind of stuff. Is that yours?
This is my grandfather's from World War II.
Did you get him into the Purple Heart Hall of Fame?
Not yet. That's why I got it out. I'm going to do it this weekend.
It's easy, man. Really easy. Hopefully you can submit a picture to him of him.
Have some.
And dude, I'm going to go up there. I'll be up there in September. Hopefully you got it, and so he can be up there, and I can see his picture.
Hell yeah,
maybe it can be next to mine.
Hey, September 9th, man, we have a big
I know.
event to go to.
We got to go up to Hero Stock with Jason, man. I
need more info, man. Like, where are we going to crash at?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is there hotels nearby?
I'll figure it out because I got choice hotel points, and I think I can get us there. We can stay for free. With all the points I got.
My fat ass ain't sleeping in no damn tent.
Dude, I'm not sleeping next to you because I snore like hell. My wife, she leaves the bed every single night because I snore so bad.
They only got one bedrooms. I mean, you guys are gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, hell of that.
And she's got stuff on the guest bedroom. She's got to go sleep on the couch like every night. I feel bad for her, but I get a good night's sleep, sort of.
Hey, that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters. That's right. No real announcements.
State convention this weekend. So
we got state convention. Al Lippart will be there. Brian Walker, the assistant adjutant general. Bobby Laverne, the president of the VFW Southern Conference, will be there. And I think Dan West, the actual adjutant general of the VFW, will be there.
Nice.
Marine, good dude. This is the only Marine that I know to date that has a surface warfare officer pin. A Marine has a SWO pin. Like, he actually took the class while he was deployed, and he got it. Like, I don't know any other Marine that has that.
That's
I mean,
impressive.
is that? I mean, that's not heard of, right? I mean, us
Yeah.
Marines, we don't get that.
Right.
But he
No,
did.
I didn't. 10 years, I never saw that.
Speaking of the 10 years, Jesse, welcome to the show. Who are you? Please introduce yourself and start talking about yourself, because we want to hear it.
So I'm Jesse. I was born and raised in Arizona, a little bit all around Arizona. Enlisted out of Peoria. I wasn't really, going to do anything after high school. I talked to my dad about joining the military. Originally went to talk to an Army recruiter. We went to the mall on a Saturday to talk to all of them. Knocked on the door. Army recruiter looked up at me, looked back down. Air Force wasn't in. Navy wasn't in. And we went and talked to the Marine Corps recruiters. And they were just leaving one of their pool eve functions. And he was telling us about how, his kid was sick at home. He had to rush to get home, but he still sat there and talked to us for over an hour and answering all of our questions about it and stuff like that. So I was like, I mean, this is the only branch that was going to give me the time of day, really. But why would I choose anyone else? So went in. I signed all the paperwork with my parents. I was 17 years old, turned 18 in boot camp. And it was actually the day after they were allowed to start ITing us. I will never forget that. I was just getting slayed all day. It was miserable.
Nice. Awesome.
But
Bill's character.
Bill's character. Yep. So yeah, and before I went into, I think it's because of stuff like that. Went in really had no confidence in myself. I was just I don't know, like one of the nerdy kids in high school, and Jordan came out, and now I'm outspoken. I'm loud. I can make friends with anybody. I'm the guy that will be sitting on an airplane, gets invited to the wedding of the people sitting next to me. I make friends anywhere I go. So yeah, flash forward, joined. Originally wanted to be a combat engineer. Ended up getting I was a 1341 heavy equipment mechanic.
Nice.
So got out, got my orders. We were in MOS school. I asked for overseas, wanting Japan, and ended up getting Hawaii. Got super lucky with that.
Jesus.
Yeah. Nice wish list, man. I got Camp Lejeune. I said Japan, Hawaii, and then Camp Lejeune, and I fucking got Camp Lejeune.
They're like, Jesus. Oh, well, you wanted Camp Lejeune.
Yeah, thank you, General.
But no, so get out there. We, did a little bit. At one point, I put in a package to go to boat school to learn how to repair boats for MARSOC and Recon.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. That ended up filling up before my package got pushed through, which I was upset about. But ended up getting pushed through for school for repairing starters, alternators, fuel pumps. So I finished that school, and I was, coming up on orders. I had re-enlisted. I had put in my package before I went to that school because I was like, if I get out at it, I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. Wasn't ready to get out. So I was like, I'll do another one. Ended out, I was with SEAL B3 out in Hawaii. Ended up going to 3rd Maintenance Battalion in Okinawa. I was on Camp Kinzer.
Wow.
Get out there, and I was in a shop. It was rebuilding starters, alternators, and fuel pumps. And for a short while, I was a corporal. It was just me. Ended up finding out shortly before I left that I was basically sitting in the seat and doing the job of, it was a Master Sergeant Vic. So I was a little bit surprised by that. It wasn't really that hard of work, but, I had some great Marines. I let them, we came up with a process for how our equipment comes into the shop, how it all gets done, tested, inspected, repaired, and gets sent out. I let it be a collective group decision, because I never liked the whole mentality of just because I'm a higher rank, I know better than you guys do. So I had some great Marines, and ended up getting offered the opportunity to go out to Australia for 6 months. And I was debating, like, is the section going to be all right? And I was like, yeah, these Marines are badasses. Like, they're good. I'll be able to come back and it'll be completely fine just the way I left it, if not better. So went out to Australia. I was on a Marine Rotational Force Darwin. That was 2018. Ended up finding out there that I was selected for sergeant. I had a great time out there. Ended up finally getting selected for sergeant. This is I've been for about 6.5 years at this point. Just fighting nonstop for about 3 months. My MOS was the highest score in the Marine Corps to get promoted to sergeant. So I mean, first class PFT, CFT, pros and cons, all that.
Ooh.
It was for a while we were higher than infantry scores, which I was pretty surprised about. I mean,
infantry scores are like unreal.
They were always insane, yes. And
I could never make sergeant because it was like 200 or 300 points higher than what I had. I'm like, the only way I could get it if I re-enlisted, and I didn't want to re-enlist after 3 deployments. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. And
See ya.
So it was actually, I ended up getting it. It was October of 2018. And for almost a whole year after that, my MOS score was closed out for sergeant. So, dude, it would have been forever. So I got super lucky, got it when I did. And then ended up finding out that I told my master sergeant, I was like, look, the only thing that's going to keep me in is either instructor at the schoolhouse or I&I duty. And because I'd heard nothing but great things about I&I duty. And literally a couple days later, he comes to me and he's like, you need to get in my office, like, as soon as you get here this morning. I need you in my office at like 7 a.m. And I was like, fuck, man, like, what'd I do? Like, sitting there thinking, I was like, I mean, I was transitioning from the hot-headed corporal that was, on everyone's ass about stuff to like, more of like almost like a platoon sergeant role, kind of taking care of everyone. But I was like, man, what'd I do? Who'd I piss off? And he's like, look, I got 2 options for you for I&I duty. One's in West Virginia and one's in Michigan. And I was like, I don't know what the hell is in West Virginia. My grandpa lives in Wyandotte out here in Michigan. And come to find out, my duty station, I was about 40 minutes from his house. So I was like, I mean, that's a no-brainer right there. I didn't really – growing up in Arizona, I didn't get to see my grandpa a lot. So I was like, I mean, really, it's a no-brainer. So we came out here, and so when was it? We came out here New Year's Eve of 2019 and got into our house February of 2020. And obviously, all the COVID stuff hit. Super excited to get out, start exploring Michigan, and then the whole state shut down. No one was allowed to do anything. A big part of what we do on I&I duty is we do funeral details. And so we went from during all of COVID, at one point we were only allowed to have groups of gatherings of 5 or more. And that included whatever clergy member and whatever funeral honors. So that was 3 right there, because it goes usually 2 of us on funeral honors. So that's 3 right there. And then you're going to have a family pick 2 people that can go to the funeral. So a lot of funerals were put on hold. They were cremations, And then as soon as the stay-at-home order was lifted, we got slammed. We were hitting it hot and heavy for quite a few months after that, about a year after that. But yeah, we started out there. It wasn't bad. I had to get used to not having my Marines around me all the time. And, really, you'd have them for your 1 week in a month, and you'd be kind of responsible for making sure they got stuff done in between. But yeah, it was a big transition for me going from such a big platoon in Okinawa to not having Marines around all the time. But wasn't too terrible. For the funerals, I mean, I was doing sometimes 10, 15 a month, sometimes only 4 or 5 a month.
Damn.
It kind of depended. And we had some crazy ones. I had one where we had my first time seeing the Patriot Riders, guys. They come up on their motorcycles. They come up. And it was cool. It was so the guy, he was in a motorcycle club, So his motorcycle club showed up, and the Patriot Riders showed up as well. I mean, there was over 150 bikes at this funeral. Like it was awesome seeing stuff like that. There's another one my buddy and I did was the family had it at the bar that the daughter worked at. And I was like sitting there thinking, me and my buddy were talking about on the way back. We're like, I don't think that family realized what they did, like sending this Marine off like that. I mean, Marine Corps was founded in a bar. And then they send this man off in a bar. They send this Marine off in a bar. Like, I mean, I'm sure they did it just because she worked there, but it's like you could not have sent this Marine off in a better freaking way.
Dude, so, Mattis found his wife in a bar.
Yeah.
Got married in Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, how Marine can you be? Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We were sitting there.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't all bad. I still think about it. The 10 years went by super quick, but also weirdly enough, feels like it was such a long time. Yeah. Fast forward to me getting out. The one reason I really wanted I&I duty, I was starting to lean more towards like I was wanting to get out, but didn't know what I wanted to do. I was thinking about going into welding. And then I decided to take I&I duty because I was like, I mean, it's a perfect networking opportunity. So ended up talking to my reservists. One of them was with the Operating Engineers Union out here in Michigan, Local 324. And he's telling me, he's a crane operator. He's, it's awesome what he's doing, showing me pictures, videos. And coming from working heavy equipment, I was like, I didn't really want to be a mechanic. So I was like, I mean, I still get to be around heavy equipment. So I went and put in my application, did my evaluation, and come to find out that I get a letter and they're like, hey, come out and do your evaluation out here. And did it. 10 days later, they called me for a job. I was still on active duty. Everyone's telling me, they're like, it's going to be like 6 to 8 months before you get a call back about a job. So I was like, okay, perfect. That'll be about when I get out of the Marine Corps, So I get the call back about 10 days later. And I was like, look, I'm still on active duty. And every few months they were getting calls, and they were like, eventually got to the point like, hey, just let us know as soon as you get out and we'll get you a job. So I get a job. I was working with a paving company. We just stayed out in Michigan. I mean, there's jobs all over here. So we just stayed in Michigan. I was working with a paving company. I was like, you know what? I'll just take this, get my foot in the door, and at least, I'll be with the union, start earning my benefits, stuff like that. And then I can switch over to the cranes later. So I called them, told them I wanted to switch to being cranes. And then they were like, all right, yeah, we'll see what we can find you. About 2 weeks later, they call me and they're like, hey, we got this job for you. You're going to be working out at the bridge. And I just wasn't thinking about, what bridge they were talking about, and show up for evaluation. Completely forgot that, Michigan and Canada are building this new bridge out to Windsor, the Gordie Howe International Bridge.
Gordie Howe, number 9, baby.
Yep. I show up and I'm like, oh, this is the bridge. Like, completely forgot that it was being built, So it was cool. I show up. My foreman had called me a few days before. And he's like, man, what's up with the 623 phone number? And told him, I'm from Arizona. I'm out here because I was in the Marine Corps. And then I get out to the job, and he's like, all right, yeah, you're going to be the oiler for this guy, which is, just the apprentice for the crane. You're going to be the oiler for this guy. Go talk to him. He's over there. Go talk to him. Find out he was an 0331 back in the 80s. Yep. So
nice.
Get out there, and I mean, it was cool. We automatically had that bond of us being Marines. Yeah. He's been in the union, working with and around cranes for over 30 years. So dude's been doing it longer than I've been alive. So, I mean, I've learned so much stuff from not just him, but all the other operators we have out there. I mean, they all have so much experience, worked on a bunch of awesome jobs. So been going around kind of all the different cranes, trying to figure out, learn about them. Now I'm apprenticing for the operator our crane is like on the bridge, building the next sections out over the water, which is super cool. It's like real technical up there. You really got to pay attention to the angle you got your boom at and stuff like that. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's real cool. I got to climb up into the tower crane that we had there. It was about 730 foot off the ground to the cab. Shit. Yeah, I got to climb up there. That was cool. we got a platform that goes about halfway. So I really only had to climb about half that, but yeah, I got to go into the cab. Operator let me sit in the seat, swing it around a little bit, and it was real cool up there. So I think I'll definitely be going for my certification for that.
Wow.
Where's this bridge at?
It's in Detroit. It's so there's, I mean, you grew up around here, the Ambassador's Bridge.
Yeah.
Maybe a mile south of that.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty much right next to it. It's right down the street from a couple blocks from where the old like Boblo Isle building is. Yep, right there.
Right on.
So yeah, it's super cool. I mean, I definitely got blessed with being on this project and getting this job.
Jesse, did you ever go to Windsor when you were on I&I duty across the border?
No, I didn't. A couple of our actually from the infantry unit on base, they had a funeral over there.
Okay.
I never got to go over there. I'll be going over there once the bridge is done.
Well, I mentioned that because I had two guys, one from Warren and one from Adrian, Michigan, and they were at Camp Lejeune, and anytime we had a 96, they would be up, they were 18, so they would go over across the bridge, to Windsor, drink, get fucked up, and then come back. And that was their thing. Yeah. And then they would be back.
The problem is getting back, though.
Yeah.
Always late. They were always late. Every single time we had a 96, they were always late. And that did not like, my platoon sergeant did not like that at all.
Nope.
That's cool, man. Dude, that's very interesting what you do, man. We had a trucker on here, one of a Marine, Robert Hendricks, but you're like the second, like, really blue collar, like hands in oil, like doing shit like that. Like that we haven't had that. We haven't had that many
not really, no.
like that.
Yeah, I got towards the end of my time in, it was way more focused on like office type work. And I mean, it was nice because it was real repetitive. You kind of got in your rhythm, but I just got to the point, man, I hated sitting there staring at a computer all day, man. I hated it. And I was like, dude, I don't know if I can do something like this. I mean, growing up, my dad had done construction since he was probably about 13 with his dad, so my dad, growing up, he's owned his own construction companies and stuff like that. Kind of helped him out here and there, learned a little bit from him. And I was like, man, I got to do something hands-on like him. So he's now he's a firefighter and a paramedic out in Arizona. And at first I considered doing that, but I mean, I don't know. I got to the point like learning more and spending more time around heavy equipment. I was like, man, I love this. All this stuff is so cool. Like, and now, I mean, every once in a while I'll get to jump on like some dirt equipment or jump in a truck. And I'm like, man, this stuff, like, I got a 6-year-old son now. Like, when he's always like, he sees excavators and bulldozers, he thinks it's so cool. And now I'll point out all these cranes when we're driving around, and he thinks it's so cool. I'm like, this is stuff like little boys want to do, little kids want to do when they grow up, like, I get to sit here. I've gotten to, make a few picks in the cranes. Like, I get to, operate them a little bit here and there, and what the operator's teaching me and stuff like that. I'm like, this is like the stuff I always wanted to do as a little kid, and now I'm out here doing it,
That's cool.
What's it like in the wintertime out there over the river?
I mean, even this will be the first winter with us actually going out over the water.
Yeah.
But I mean, even days like today, it's supposed to be like 85 degrees, and with the wind blowing from the river, it felt like it was about 70. And I'm like, man, like I can only imagine what it's going to be on the winter. It's bad enough when we're right there next to it, but this winter being actually over it, and by that point, I mean, we're going to be a decent ways out there. So I'm like, dude, it's going to be
up there in the middle.
Yeah. What kind of your Gore-Tex?
What kind of PPE do they have you because you're over the river?
So we have they got a rescue boat. We got a couple of the operating engineers are down there in the rescue boat. And then other than that, there's a life vest or a big box of life vests up on the road deck with us. We have all the iron workers when they're out over the water setting iron and, putting their bolts in. they're all tied off to lifelines over, or when they're on the edge. On that, I mean, we got railings all along the side. They're definitely not taking any risks, not taking any chances. So, which is great. I mean, at the end of the day, we all want this bridge to get done, but more than that, everybody wants to just go home at the end of the day.
Right.
So,
I bet the pay's pretty good.
Yeah. I am very.
You don't have to say it, but I bet the pay is fucking really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely helps out with supporting and raising a family. I can't complain at all.
How long you married? You said you had a kid.
So I met my wife in Hawaii. Ended up getting married about 6 months before I PCS'd. She was with me the whole time in Okinawa, and wow. I mean, obviously we're still together. We got a 6-year-old. He was born in Okinawa, so that's fun. Whenever we got him enrolled in school and trying to show everybody his birth certificate and stuff like that, that's always fun. Is he an American citizen? Yeah, he was born in a naval hospital. He's an American citizen, but his birth certificate still says which city he was born in and stuff like that. I mean, it'll be cool to show him one day when he understands. But so we got him, he's 6, and then we got she's almost 1.5 now, year-old daughter that's born out here in Michigan. So another cool thing about the family, I mean, all 4 of us, thank you. All 4 of us born in different areas. It's kind of cool.
Where's your wife from?
Hawaii. She's born and raised in Hawaii.
So how do you go from, how did she take it going from Hawaii to Michigan?
It was obviously a lot easier for her getting out to Okinawa, and then coming out here, she likes it just during the winter time when she's not getting any sun and stuff like that. But her family still lives out there. Her sister, she's about to be moving back to Hawaii, so I try and make sure I let her go and visit whenever she can or wants to. She's a photographer full time, so I mean her schedule is really up to her. So I'm all about her taking the kids and going out to visit, even if I can't go. Going out to visit, getting back home and stuff like that.
She's not a Samoan, is she?
No, she's Filipina.
Oh, Filipina, yeah, right on. Yeah. Hey, so when you were in Australia, what time of year was that when you were in Australia?
April to October.
Oh,
Did you work with those Marines out there? Australian Marines?
Oh yeah. We lived in the barracks on base, not with them, but a little bit down the street from them.
Dude, I worked with them. I saw them. They were at CAX one time, 29 Palms.
Yep.
And do they still wear those stupid desert ice cream colored freaking uniforms with the blue and the pink and the yellow? It's crazy. I saw it once and I was like, I don't know what kind of uniform that is, but it was Australian. It was their desert camis, and I don't know, they could have changed them, but they looked really weird when I saw them.
Yeah, I don't think so. Probably the weirdest things that I saw was them, their little like crocodile hunter shorts. They wore them. We were up in Darwin. It was pretty hot up there. Yeah, they wore that's what we call them, their crocodile hunter shorts.
So April to October, that's their winter, right?
I think so, yeah, because it's flipped the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's completely opposite than us. I was in Australia when I was in the Navy. I was in Perth. Went to Perth.
Okay.
It's freaking gorgeous there, man.
Yeah, it was great. We were up in Darwin in the Northern Territory, and we ended up getting about halfway through. Were able to take leave, and so I went down to Melbourne. My wife, I had let her pretty much the whole time I was in Australia. She went out back to Hawaii and visited family. We met up in Melbourne, spent like 10 days together there, which was nice. I mean, like, not really anybody gets to see their spouse halfway through deployment. So
right, yeah.
But yeah,
I never did.
Never did.
No.
But, yeah, so we were super fortunate. I mean, it wasn't a crazy intensive combat deployment, but I mean, we were still working some kind of long days, especially on the front end. There's like really two different sides of the MRF-D. There's the Murphy, which is what we run, where like all the field ops and stuff like that are going. And then there's the other side where really all you're doing is like maintaining the equipment, trying to get it fixed before the next rotation comes up. So we got a little bit of time off. We were still getting our weekends off. We still got our liberty. It wasn't, I'll never try and say like I had some crazy combat deployment or anything like that. I mean, it was a 6-month-long party pretty much, just with a little bit of work involved.
Dude, hey, listen, man. I did my combat, my 2 years, and I did the 22nd MU. That shit was a party. I mean,
Yep.
14 countries, Dubai, Malta, I mean, shit, Israel. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Did you get an expeditionary medal for all this at all?
No, so everybody that came from California did, but us, because we were stationed in Okinawa, we were already getting the overseas medal for, every year that we spent out in Okinawa, we got the medal and then get a star added for every additional year. So because we already rated that award, we didn't get the expeditionary.
Is that it's a Navy and Marine Corps overseas medal, right?
Yes.
I think that qualifies you for the VFW.
I was told, because I talked to a couple guys at the VFW, and I was told that because it wasn't the expeditionary, I don't qualify, but was told I could join the Marine Corps League and still participate in VFW functions and stuff.
Dude, Marine Corps League's a shit, man. It's awesome.
I have been considering it, yeah, because they still do funerals. That's something I still would like to be involved in.
No, they do, and they need help. Actually, our Tennessee guys, we definitely need some help because they look like a bag of ass.
What town are you in?
Right now, I'm in St. Clair Shores.
Okay, so there's in Dearborn they have a color guard. I was a member of that for like 10 years before I moved to Tennessee.
So yeah, I mean, I have. Thanks. I'll definitely look into that. I mean, I have considered, because I mean, we being on some funerals with some of these guys. I mean, it's great that they're out there, but they don't do stuff the way active duty does. I mean,
right.
Yeah, I mean, the families don't really notice. I think the only family that ever really notices, I had one funeral where literally everybody in this Marine's family was in the Marine Corps. Like all the males in this Marine's family were in the Marine Corps, except for one guy was in the Army. And so I was like, oh man, now the pressure's really on.
Yeah. You don't want to fuck that one up.
Jesse, did they give you the Marine Corps Expeditionary Medal?
No.
Damn.
He's trying to recruit you.
No, hey, listen, I'm giving him options, okay?
Shut up.
No, seriously, man.
He's a national recruiter for the VFW, so he's going to try to work you. He's going to try to work every angle.
Well, it's just, hey, listen, if he got the Marine Corps Expeditionary, then that's good to go. The Armed Service Expeditionary, that gets you in.
Nope.
The Southwest, well, you wouldn't get that because you're way too young for that one. No combat action ribbon, huh?
Nope, not being in Australia, no.
You didn't go to Did you go to Korea?
Nope.
Man, damn. You're so close, man. So close.
I know.
But it's okay. Your service to this country, I mean, you did 10 years of service to the Marine Corps. A lot of people can't say they did that. Me, I can. I did 4 years and I got out. Like, I should have gone in. I should have stayed in. I mean, shit, I'd be a first sergeant or a master sergeant right now. They'd be calling me fucking top far. But no, I'm fine retired. I'm fine with my 100% total permanent unemployable. I'm fine with the VFW and all the other stuff that I do, and taking orders from past Commander Fleek over here. Yeah. I'm fine with it. I'm good.
So, hey, I'm looking at Darwin right now. It's right on the Indian Ocean, man.
Yeah.
See, I never did the 30 worst. I never did any of those Pacific.
Yep.
But you went to San Diego, right? You're a Hollywood Marine, right?
Yep.
Because I know some people that have gone, to Parris Island and then transferred over that way. But you're a No shit, Hollywood Marine.
Yep. That was, I mean, coming from Arizona, that was the shortest but longest flight of my life, man. I remember it was a 40-minute flight, but it felt like as soon as we took off, we were starting to come down, And then I don't know if you guys have ever flown into the airport in San Diego, but
yes,
you look out the plane when you're landing, you can see MCRD right there. So that's when I was like, oh shit, this is real.
What battalion were you? At
3rd Battalion.
3rd Herd. All right.
Second. Yeah. So yeah, and then I mean, you're the whole time you're in boot camp, man. You're just seeing all these planes taking off while you're miserable, getting IT, getting slayed, and you're just like, oh man, I could be on one of them. And I mean, you hear the stories about recruits running away and stuff like that, but to me, I was like, man, I'll just keep my head down. I'll get out of here faster than these dudes that get in trouble. And
hey, that's it. That's it. You just you stay quiet. You just do what they say, and then you get the fuck out.
Yep. No, man, I'll never forget this. So my last name was Paulsen. We had this dude.
I love this.
His last name was Pursing, and our drill instructors always got us mixed up because of the last names. So every time he messed up and the drill instructor would hear his name, I would get messed up for it. And I was like I tried one time to say oh, that's not me. And I got told oh, well, you know better than me. And then, game over.
Yeah, and then you're going to get slayed too.
The rest of the time I was done. I was like, man, I'm just going to keep my head down and just stay quiet. I'll just take it every morning. It'll put me in better shape. Whatever, dude.
Hey, I got a question about San Diego. I know when I was when I went to Parris Island, the senior drill instructor at one point, during, I think the 2nd month or something like that, he would be really pissed off at us, and then he would cut his belt in front of us. He's like, fuck you guys. You guys are fucking worthless. You're not even worth my time. He cuts his drill instructor belt up. He never did that?
No.
Damn. Shit. No. You had the CFT in 2012? Man, they wanted me to do that when I got out in 2008 when the CFT was just coming around.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, do you want to do one? I'm like, no. I have 3 months to go. Fuck that bullshit. I'm not doing a CFT. Absolutely not.
I always prefer the CFT over the PFT just because the CFT, you get it done so quick. You're done in not even half the time it takes you to run a PFT. You got to run that 3 miles. CFT, you're done. It's more intense, but dude, you're done over so much quicker.
But you got to do the bear crawl, and you got to do the ammo thing, and the running the zigzag and shit like that. That just seems like horrible. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, and they've made the over time they've made the scores that you got to get a little bit tighter, a little bit more restrictive. You got to do a lot better to get the higher scores now. But is it
still at a 300?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just changed the your lowest limits for what you can get your lowest score possible and stuff.
How many pull-ups you do?
My last one was at I think 17. 17 was man, I could never plateau over I hit my plateau, and for some reason whatever I did could never get past that.
Damn. 3 mile run?
Fastest I did, and fastest was 20:45, I think, something like that. But I was a young kid.
Nice.
Average was 22 and a half.
Beat me by 3 minutes. Damn. Nice. You're good. You're a squared away fucking jarhead. It's fucking awesome.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was it wasn't all bad. It's all the typical
do you miss the Corps at all?
I do. That whole saying, I miss the clowns, but not the circus. Absolutely what it is.
Dude, he just repeated Tyler's song.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's literally what it is, man. I miss all the people. I'll sit here and think about it, but one reason I am so glad I came into the Union, getting out of the Marine Corps, is because the Union itself is a brotherhood too. So, we go to our Union meetings, and part of it, they have all the veterans stand up, get recognized and stuff like that. But then, everybody knows everybody. It's such a small, tight-knit community. And especially out here in Detroit, they were really the forefront of the labor movement back in the day. It's real union strong out here. So the union itself is like such a brotherhood too. People helping each other out. Everyone knows each other. That's how you really start getting more jobs and stuff like that. I'm so glad I joined the union because of how much of a brotherhood it is. I think if it weren't for that, I'd be struggling a little bit after 10 years in the Corps getting out. I'm definitely so glad I joined it.
Damn. Well, it just looks like and sounds like you're doing fantastic, man.
Thank you. Yep.
And you're blessed, good family, a couple kids, great job, live in Michigan, which I guess Fleek says it's really good to live in Michigan. I've been to Michigan once, and then I went to a brothel in Toledo, Ohio, about an hour away.
A brothel in Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah, it was a house of ill repute.
What the
was
hell?
a strip club. It was a strip club. Sorry, I was trying to say
Typical grunts.
Dude, dude, we flew into Michigan, and my boy from boot camp, he's like, dude, we got to go to Ohio. And we went to, I can't even remember it. It's Toledo, an hour away. Went to some Rosie something's like strip club. It was very interesting to see that. I know what question I got to ask you. Are there any strip clubs right outside the gate of San Diego, or Pendleton, or Hawaii, or whatever, wherever you were? Because there's because you got Platinum or Driftwood at Camp Lejeune right outside the gate. Do you guys have that same equivalent strip club outside of your gates over in the West?
So in Hawaii, no, they were more downtown.
I can't believe we're having this conversation.
In Honolulu and Waikiki, they were down there. Okinawa, you had what are they called? The Soapies down there.
Soapies.
I won't name names. My Marines told me that they were right outside base, but I was out there married. I never went to one of them, but.
Sure you did. Yeah. Sure you did.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
Sure you did.
My wife is sitting.
And he's looking. He's looking. He's looking.
She's laughing at me right now, but no. Hey,
I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
I need you to go to Toledo, Ohio, and go to Tony Pacco's.
Tony Pacco's.
Tony Pacco's.
It's a famous restaurant. It was featured on the TV show MASH back in the day.
Oh.
They sent MASH. They sent a bunch of like ribs and Hawkeye and those guys like grilled out. That was all like Tony Pacco's stuff. It's super famous now.
Dude, you are like Fleek. You have like the most interesting like things. Seriously, like out of like right field. Damn.
I just saved that on Google for places I want to go. So
yeah, definitely. It's not that far.
Well, hey, Fleek, we got to get up there. We got to meet up with Jesse. We got to meet up with Gunny. Jesse, we have to introduce you to Gunny, Primal Outfitters, Inc. He'll take you out fishing.
Salmon fishing, man. Lake Michigan.
That's awesome.
Free of charge for veterans.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
That'd be great. Last year, I got into waterfowl hunting. This is my first year waterfowl hunting. I had an absolute blast doing it. So you guys come out here during waterfowl season, me and my buddies, we got all the decoys, we got the guns, everything. Definitely.
And the 92 for the 22, that's coming up. I just got an email about that too. One of our other guests, I think last week, Brad Stinson, he is a realtor. Is it mortgage or is it realtor, Flake? He's a mortgage guy, right?
I think it's mortgage, yeah, because he used to work for Andrew.
Right. Yeah.
Paul, right?
Yeah. So he's a mortgage guy, Brad Stinson. He's the mortgage Marine. That's right. And he's out there. And 92 for the 22. Look it up. I think there's something coming up in July or August. But it's a ruck, and it's in Michigan, and it's like it's supposed to be awesome.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking that up too, yeah.
Michigan's great in the summertime, the spring,
Yeah,
summer,
man,
fall,
you guys got
wintertime.
Beautiful, yeah.
Dude, you guys got so much fucking cool shit in Michigan. You had, Gordie Howe, the fucking
Steve
I
Eisenberg.
know Steve. Oh my god, that guy, dude. His hair coming out of his helmet. It was like
He had hockey hair.
The hockey hair. I didn't have that. I couldn't grow my hair that long, but
Yeah, well, look at you.
Hey, listen. Hey, if I show you pictures, I could comb over my hair when I was in high school. I mean, it was beautiful. And then I joined the Marine Corps, and I got stressed out, and people yelling at me all the time. And I mean, dude, Jesse, I did this pricky 7 thing.
Oh,
once.
God.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, I got severely beaten up for that one. I mean,
what the hell is that?
Well, okay. I told a little E3. I was like, hey, go tell Gunny that you need a prick E7, like stat. And so he goes, a prick E7. E7 is a gunnery sergeant. Yeah. And so, dude, and the E3, he was like, yeah, Corporal Farn told me to do that. And fucking Gunny came over and he slayed me. Gunny Scroggins, Scrog Dog. He slayed the shit out of me. I did. I like to fuck with boots. I'm sorry.
Hey, Jesse, have you ever had the silver bullet?
Oh, God.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely not. No.
Neither have I. I've never had a silver bullet.
We need to get somebody on the show that's had a silver bullet, man.
We do.
Oh, man.
Jesse, do you watch Vet TV at all?
I do. Yeah. I need to resubscribe. I got kind of caught up on everything, and they weren't really coming out with anything new for a while, so I stopped subscribing to it. But I need to go back and resubscribe.
Dude, Devil Docs, hilarious. Meanwhile, the barracks, fucking that shit's.
Devil Docs is probably one of my favorite ones on there. That was great.
Donnie's a good friend. I used to I used to work for Rebel Warriors, and Donnie founded Vet TV and Rebel Warriors, which, by the way, they just had the Detroit hike. Yeah. I think like a month ago.
A couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Hey, listen, get involved with those guys. Rebel Warriors is awesome. And they hike and they drink, and they hike and they drink. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
You're wearing your silkies.
Got
which
it.
I'm wearing right now.
Why are you wearing a Blockbuster shirt with silkies?
Because it's a day. It's a dude. It's a Blockbuster night tonight.
You are a motard, man.
Dude, they called me a motard pretty much every single day in the Marine Corps. I was one of them. I inspired people, and now I have a hard time doing it. I have to make myself be motivationally retarded. I tried really hard. It's hard to. Jesse, the beard is looking fantastic.
Thank you.
I just got cut up on Monday. I want my beard to be as big as yours, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've been needing to. I need to go get a haircut. At first I was like, I want to grow my hair out. Like I want to get it long when I got out of the Marine Corps. But still, after medium fades for 10 years, as soon as it starts tickling the back of my ears, I get annoyed with it.
Let me see it. Take the hat off. Let's see it. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
He's got the Gibbs haircut.
So, yeah, I still get my medium fades, But, I get the beard trimmed up. It's been a while. I've been working a lot lately. So, as soon as I get a day off, I had a haircut appointment scheduled last Saturday. I was so excited. I was like, been touching my ears. It's been bugging me. And I got called into work, and I was like, whatever. It's overtime day. I'll cancel the hair appointment. But
do you have any words of wisdom for our viewers? What did you get from the military and the Marine Corps, and how is it translated into your life now? Like, what did you take from the Corps, esprit de corps, honor, courage, commitment, all that stuff?
Honestly, just the main thing is the family aspect of it was probably the biggest thing, man. I had one buddy, we all we lost contact with him. He went a little bit off the grid. I hadn't really heard from him. Tried hitting him up. Unfortunately, found out, we lost him to suicide.
Sorry.
My brother Eric Kells, I miss this man every day. It's one of those things like you always think about. What if I would have tried harder? What if I would have hit him up more? What if I would have went? Because the Marine Corps teaches you, like, if you don't, like, just message the Garcia. Like, you get given your mission, you're gonna accomplish it no matter what. So, like, it's always, you're gonna have that thought, like, what if I would have tried harder? What if I would have tried reaching out to someone else to get in contact with him? So it's, the family aspect of it, just check on everyone, don't, if you feel like you're alone, you're not, man. There's people out there. Doesn't matter what branch they were in, we all get out of the military at some point or another, and we feel that, loneliness. Like, when I first started with my first civilian job, I was like, man, no one's gonna fucking understand. And then end up meeting a Marine on my, like, second day. And we just instantly bonded. We still talk every single day. So the biggest thing is the family. And then, there's those things that you had to do, the proper greeting of the day. That's something I found I still do that to this day. I will always do that. I'll walk in, the break trailer in the morning. I'll say good morning to everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
It is weird. But yeah, the biggest thing, man, just the family aspect of it. Just don't, if you feel like you're annoying someone with how much you're messaging them, talking to them, so fucking what, annoy them. It's better than finding out that you lost them.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good advice, man. Thank you. Our viewers they'll appreciate that more than you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fleek, you got any saved rounds for Mr. Jesse?
No, man, I'm good, man.
It's getting 58 minutes. That's not bad, man. Not bad. Jesse, you had a great story. You're doing awesome. We're gonna come up and see you. Fleek, when are we going up to Michigan? Like, you're in charge, man. Are we driving or flying?
I don't know. We have season tickets to the Detroit Lions, though, so I'm sure we'll be up there sometime in September, October, November.
Dude, I'll just pay you money. Seriously, I will pay you money to go to a Lions game. Like, I don't know what it's like.
Pretty awesome.
I would like to see the Lions play, because are they good? Are they bad? I don't know. You're the guru on the Lions.
They're mediocre, but
if
they
you
have
guys
potential.
If you guys come out during that time too, that's waterfowl season. If you guys want to come out hunting for a day, we can definitely do that.
Oh man, I haven't been duck hunting in it's been a long time.
And
that'd be awesome.
All the guys I go with are all Marines too, or there's a Michigan, like, veterans hunting page out here. So it's go out with a couple other veterans. It'd be a great time. That's more chance for you guys to connect with some of them than to connect with you guys.
I can't go out in the woods with a bunch of Marines, man. I'll get ass raped or something.
Dude, you're not gonna get shot. I swear. I'm gonna get
ass raped.
No,
no, you're not going out with a bunch of Navy guys. You're safe.
Well, if we give you a silver bullet, we didn't really ass rape you.
Yeah.
A spade's a spade, right?
It's true.
Just kidding. Jesse, thank you so much, man. Fleek, do you have any parting words?
No, man, we're good. So thanks for jumping on. In the next week or two, I'll shoot you a message when your episode goes live. Probably be, I don't remember if we have anybody. Right? It's every Sunday, so I don't remember if we have any. Do we already have somebody?
No, we did Brad, so he's going to be the next one, right? I think
so.
Or do we have
I got to check the schedule. I think you'll be this coming Sunday.
Next Sunday. Or this Sunday, sorry.
Yeah. Cool. So,
Jesse, I'll just hold on a second while we say goodbye so it uploads and stuff.
Yep. Just hold on for a second. Thanks a lot for everybody for tuning in. See you guys